Question number 3. Copper 2 sulfate has formula copper 2 sulfate CuSO4. Aqueous copper 2 sulfate is a blue solution. A sample of aqueous copper 2 sulfate is made by adding excess copper 2 oxide to hot dilute sulfuric acid. Number A. Complete the symbol equation for this reaction. Include state symbols. Copper 2 oxide is solid. Sulfuric acid aqueous sulfuric acid as dilute means sulfuric acid is mixed with water, so this is aqueous. So this copper 2 sulfate reacts with sulfuric acid to produce copper 2 sulfate solution means aqueous, and water is liquid. This is neutralization reaction, salt plus water. B. State one observation which shows that copper 2 oxide is added in excess. No more solid dissolves. If you add copper 2 oxide, it will dissolve. When you add excess copper 2 oxide, so excess, after certain time some copper 2 oxide will not dissolve, so no more solid dissolves. C. Describe how aqueous copper 2 sulfate can be separated from this reaction mixture. As excess copper 2 sulfate can be separated from the reaction mixture, so filtration. By filtration, solid residue will be separated and you will get copper 2 sulfate solution as filtrate. Number D. Crystals of hydrated copper 2 sulfate can be obtained from aqueous copper 2 sulfate by crystallization. Number 1. State what is meant by the term hydrated. Hydrated means with water, so substance that is chemically combined with water. Copper 2 sulfate 5 mole water. This 5 mole water is chemically combined with copper 2 sulfate. So state what is meant by term hydrated. Substance that is chemically combined with water. Number 2. Write the formula of hydrated copper 2 sulfate. Copper 2 sulfate dot 5 mole water. So hydrated copper 2 sulfate formula will be copper 2 sulfate dot 5 mole water. Number 3. Describe how this crystallization is done. Describe how this crystallization is done. Aqueous copper 2 sulfate is heated until saturation point and allowed to cool. So how this crystallization is done? Aqueous copper 2 sulfate is heated until saturation point and allowed to cool. E. Aqueous copper 2 sulfate undergoes electrolysis using graphite electrodes. Number 1. State why aqueous copper 2 sulfate conducts electricity. Due to free electron, or aqueous copper 2 sulfate, copper ion and sulfate ion are free to move. So due to mobile due to mobile ions. Aqueous. State why aqueous copper 2 sulfate conduct electricity. Copper 2 sulfate is an ionic compound, So this contains copper ion and sulfate ion. Due to mobile ions or due to free ions. Number 2, give two reasons why electrodes are made of graphite carbon. Number 1 reason, graphite is inert, means unreactive. Electrodes do not react. And number 2, conducts electricity. For these two reasons, graphite is used as electrodes. Number 1, inert and conducts electricity. 3, describe how the appearance of the electrolyte changes during the electrolysis of aqueous copper to sulfate. Electrolyte becomes lighter blue. As copper ion takes electron to form copper, so copper ion concentration decreases. That's why it becomes lighter blue. Describe what is seen at the cathode during the electrolysis of aqueous copper to sulfate. At the cathode, copper ions gains electron to form copper. So copper is a pink solid or pink brown solid. At the cathode, you would see pink solid or pink brown solid. Number 5, write the ionic equation for the reaction at the anode. And during the electrolysis of aqueous copper to sulfate at the anode, oxidation reaction occur. 4 hydroxide ion loses 4 electron to form oxygen and water. At the anode, hydroxide ion gives electron to produce oxygen and water. This is an oxidation reaction because hydroxide ion loses electron. And number 6, state two differences seen if the electrolysis is repeated using copper electrode instead of graphite electrodes. So as copper electrode is non-inert, so anode dissolves. As anode oxidizes, so it will dissolves, and no bubbles. As no oxygen gas is produced, so you won't see any bubbles at the anode. Number 1 difference, anode dissolves and no bubbles is seen at the cathode. Or you can write solution color remain constant. Copper 2 ion used up and produced, so solution color remain constant, remain same.